Have you ever found yourself struggling to stop obsessing over someone you just met? Yeah, I've been there. I totally get it. Today we're going to talk about how to stop obsessing over someone and making sure that you can slow down the pace so you can make more intentional and conscious choices and pick someone that can actually meet your needs. For more videos on how to take charge of your love life, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And if you found this video to be helpful, please hit the like sign. When relationships move too fast, they also fizzle very fast. That's why it's important to slow down in order to speed your relationship up. And what I mean by that is if you slow down and you're intentional and you're mindful about dating, you're going to choose someone that's more long lasting rather than rushing into a relationship and obsessing over this relationship. So my first tip for you is to understand that you're meeting the representative. This is the person that is showing you their best self. They're not walking around with a list of all their flaws saying, hey, this is what you should be prepared for in our future relationship. No, because in the early stages of dating, you're only seeing the tip of the iceberg. There's all this that's underneath the iceberg that you don't know. You don't know their beliefs, you don't know their values, you don't know their fears, you don't know anything. You don't even know their flaws, right? So until you discover all of those areas about them, don't jump into the relationship and go to the fairy tale and go, this person is the one. So remember that it's natural for all of us to put our best foot forward, but give yourself some time to see beyond this perfect image of them. All right, the next tip I have for you is to give them a 90-day probationary period. Yes, you heard me say earlier, 90 days. Why? Because that's when the masks start coming down, right? And coming off. And you actually start seeing the person for who they are. When they're not trying to impress you, you get to see their flaws. You get to see their quirks. You get to see the best sides of them. And at that point, you have to decide, okay, are these non-negotiables for me? Are they deal breakers? Are they things that I can tolerate? Or is it something that I can't tolerate and I have to say goodbye to this relationship? So slow down. It helps you understand who this person is beyond the time that they're trying to impress you. So this next tip I know is controversial. However, I want you to know it's something that I did myself and it helped me find my husband. So I want you to date multiple people at the same time. It's so easy to fall in a relationship with someone and think that this person is right for you. Without the comparison of dating other people, you don't know what you're missing out on. So I normally would date 3 people at the same time. Now, I wasn't sleeping with them and I was very clear about that. I said I was meeting up and getting to know and building friendships with these different people that I was dating and really getting to know them, because to me, dating was about finding the person for the long haul. When I went on these dates with people, I would notice like I would date 3 people and then one would fall off. And then I would fill that spot again and date another group of 3 people. And eventually one person consistently showed up. That person that was always there for me, their character was good, their values were aligned, and they were consistent with me. And that ended up being my husband. And it was my first time ever dating multiple people at the same time. So I gotta tell you, it definitely worked for me and it works for a lot of my clients. So I highly recommend you do it. Another way to slow down the obsessive thoughts about this person is realizing that it might just be lust. What do I mean by that? Well, there's chemicals and hormones that pump out of your body that make you want to bond with this person and get really excited about them. However, they might not be an actual good partner for you. The only way you'll clarify this is if you come up with a list of non-negotiables. These are your deal breakers in relationships, their values, their behaviors that you need in a relationship from your partner in order for you to be happy. So, for example, if you're a spiritual person and that is a deal breaker for you, you have to put that on your non-negotiables list and screen the person across from you to see if they align with you in spirituality and actually define it and make sure that their definition of spirituality is the same. Because if it's different, there's going to be a lot of conflict. Chemistry only lasts 18 to 24 months. So to go beyond this type of connection, it's so important for you to get all of your non-negotiables met. Finally, my last tip for you is something that I did myself, because I found when I was alone and lonely, I ended up settling for relationships or obsessing over relationships and wanting to fill a void. So I realized I needed to fill my life with joy. And what I mean by that was I started doing things by myself, things that I waited to do as a couple. Instead, I did it on my own. So I started traveling by myself. I started doing activities by myself. I went to rock climbing classes, golf classes, tennis classes. I did all these things. It actually helped me create a community and a network of friends, and I started meeting people within the group, and that opened opportunities for dating and connections, and my life was so fulfilled and I was having so much fun. I thought to myself, gosh, I need to meet a really great guy in order for me to actually compromise my time and give up all of these fun activities. So fill your life up with things that spark joy in you, because guess what? When you're happy, like attracts like, people start gravitating to you that are happy and fulfilled in their own life. If you want to find out how to jumpstart your love life, definitely grab my program here. I'll put the link in the video. And if you have any questions, comments, please leave them below, or go to my website, amythedatingcoach.com. I have private coaching on-demand programs to help you find lasting love that goes beyond just the honeymoon phase. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next video.